coming to Culabrita feels a lot different. I can't even put it into words.
Guys, I just seen the craziest Jurassic Park caterpillar. Look at this thing.
Ew, it's so big. Ooh. We're having an argument. I hear, did you check on the anchor? We're running, we're hurrying, the rain's coming. What's up guys, welcome back to Sailing GBU. As you can see, we're in our cockpit because we're getting ready to go. We are pulling off of our mooring ball. I never know what that's called. We're getting off the mooring ball and we are heading to a little island, Culabrita. You probably heard it. We've been there before. It's pretty awesome. And there's nothing much to say besides it could be rolly and we might have to come up with a new plan.
Yeah, there's some swell coming in from the north. It might be rolly, but it's supposed to be beautiful there, and maybe we're tucked in enough to get away from the swell. But if you guys know what it's called, any of my salty sea dogs out there, what it's called when you do let go of a mooring, maybe it's just called loosing the mooring or something like that. But let us know in the comments below, please. But let's get sailing.
Did you turn yours on?
I turned mine, but not yours.
Rude.
Breaker. You got me.
We're connected.
That's just how you do it. Notice a lot is when Matt's pulling up the anchor or, you know, letting go of the mooring ball, he constantly sings in my ear. He can't wear these or do anything in life without singing like a little jingle or song. So, fun fact about him. Funny fact about me, and today I'm singing Kevin Gates. Make sure you don't run it over with the motor.
Okay, I'm putting you into gear. And I'm going forward.
Yep, go a little bit to the left. Okay. All right. Right.
Don't mess up my view.
gets caught. I got to adjust the little, I wouldn't even know what the part's called, but it's whatever the little thing that the furling line wraps around. I have it turned a little bit too much toward the center line of the boat, and it gets just bunched up at the bottom. I need to line up my lines a little bit better because it can chafe. So no big deal once I turn it, but at the point it is now, I can cut. Remember we were sailing to St. Thomas and we broke it?
Yeah.
We got no wind though, bro. We should be motoring, but Big Mama, she's just not a motor listening to her. She's like, I want to hear the breeze and the water slap. So, moving 1.7 knots.
The wind is starting to pick up a little bit now that we're getting close to the edge of the island, I think. What do you think? Oh, you're putting the fishing line down?
No.
Oh, you're untying it.
I'm just untying it, untangling it. I might put it down. Back on.
What happened?
When I tell you to put it back on. Let's lock that up. Give me some slack. There you go.
The wind's picked up some, and we have to tack pretty much to get to our, hopefully, anchorage. We'll see.
There's a decent amount of current coming through this channel as well, which is making it kind of dog up wind, but you know, gotta practice sailing when you get the chance. You can't just put the sails up for Instagram.
But you could.
I mean, everybody else does. Believe me when I say it.
It's good to test the boat.
Well, you want to keep track of your rigging. You can look at all your rigging and see if anything's a little too slack. We were going 5.7 knots earlier when that gust came through, so it's good to make sure they're not wobbling around like guitar strings. You know, you get to play with the letting out your mainsail, which for me, I don't really know anything about sailing, but recently I've been kind of flirting with letting my mainsail out a little bit, easing the main sheet, I guess is what it's called. And it's actually been really increasing my speed. I thought that for shooting upwind, you had to keep everything real tight to the middle like the racers do. But obviously I have a little bit of a different hull, and it seems to be paying dividends for that main sheet to be let out a little bit, eased.
Very gusty. Seaweed on seaweed on seaweed. What the heck is this? like it's gonna be a little rolly, but we're not sure yet.
We're just not sure.
And there's some goats on the beach, guys. Goats.
I feel like we should have our headsets on. You should be up front looking for the reefs.
Oh, shoot. Should I?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't want to go around.
Here.
The outside would be very shallow right there.
This is in the same.
Chain's starting to get a little rusty.
So we got the anchor down. It turns out I'm not the best person to be in the front looking at the water. I'm telling Matt, like, it's gray. It could be shallow. Might not be. Oh, wait, now that's a rock. Oh, no, that's a stingray.
Yeah, she was like, something big and... Oh, that's just a stingray.
Yeah, I panicked because I have no idea. I don't have the visual experience to know. Yeah, that's definitely a reef. That's rock, and that's 3 feet. That's 11 feet. It just all looks like 7 feet.
And it's hard to tell because when you come from the mooring field that we were in, it's 20 feet deep, but it looks 20 feet deep. Here, it's 20 feet deep, but it looks 4 feet deep. Like, you can look directly down and see a starfish on a rock, and you're like, oh my god, it must be 2 feet deep, because over there, you can't see the starfish till it's 5 feet. So it's just getting used to where you're at. The water's crystal clear here. Beautiful. I can't say how much happiness and joy that I'm filled with.
Yeah, this time around coming to Culabrita feels a lot different. I can't even put it into words.
Well, remember that time we broke our steering?
Yeah,
we lost
last
steering
time
going
we lost
in?
steering going
Crazy.
in, and we were stuck out there.
That was crazy. But
Shout
we
out
were
in
a
the
couple
comments if you remember that
wild, crazy
video.
guys. Yeah, but this is nice. I think we got to get the anchoring set up a little bit better. I might have to float my chain, so there may be a little bit, because there's some reef here. From what the reading I found is it's relatively destroyed. Everyone just anchors in here and kind of drags on a little bit from time to time. But, you know, a lot of those people are fuddy-duddies anyway, and they say, oh, the reef's dead when the reef's perfectly fine. But we found a sand spot. Maybe we can float the chain. Maybe we can see what we can see out here. I got a couple of bing-bongs to float it, so... Gorgeous beach, though. You cannot beat this, boy. phone in my pocket.
You're such a liar.
Just kidding. Is that a good dive?
Yeah, it looked really cool.
10 out of 10.
Swan, 10 out of 10.
I don't know exactly how deep it is, but I can see the keel, and it looks like it's probably 15 to 20 feet deep.
Embarrassing.
Panicking. I think once you saw the stingray, it was all over. Okay, so we made a big problem with Bear. Because sometimes she doesn't like sailing, so when it's rough, I always make sure that I give her like treats and gravies when we get wherever we're going to make her feel better and to bring her spirits back up. But now she's gotten trained to, like, at any time after we motor, even if we just motor from like one mooring ball to the other, she will be screaming at me when I come inside after checking the anchor and going, wow, 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 because she gets her treats. So it's pretty rolly here. I don't know if we've mentioned that yet, but I'm going to put a stern anchor out so that I can point us more directly into the swell. And I think if we do that, it's going to work pretty well. The wind's going to come northerly, so we're just kind of swinging back into the swell. And then it rolls and rolls, and then we come back to facing north, and then it's calm, and then we slowly swing back. So I think if I can keep our nose more or less into the swell, we're going to be looking good. Tighten this up, and should stay slung. Guys, I just seen the craziest Jurassic Park caterpillar. Look at this thing.
Ew, it's so big.
Whoa, that thing is cool.
Put up your finger for reference.
He's a fat boy.
Let me get that Instagram stories. We're having an argument because there's goats on this island, and Matt's trying to tell me that they travel around and swim across to the other islands, and I'm finding that hard to believe. There's some flip-flops. Can you get a pair of flip-flops?
Oh snap, not that bad. But yeah, it's 1 mile to Cayo Norte and to Culebra, even to Vieques. I bet goats have swam to Vieques before. Deer, goats, all those animals, they swim a long way. She, for some reason, thinks that they must have limitless food and water and breeding capabilities on this this particular island, and I'm saying that may not be the case for everyone involved, and they might swim across.
I don't know. You guys help us dispute the argument in the comment section. Did the goats at Culebrita travel to Culebra? I don't think so. A storm's coming. We're gonna have to head back, but look, a horn.
We found a horn, so now I can put that on my Beelzebub
I dare
costume.
you to take a shot out of the inners of that horn.
I'll do it.
No.
Oh, we're gonna have one of those Viking shot glasses?
No.
Yes! Watch this though.
We're running. We're hurrying. The rain's coming and my camera back isn't waterproof. Oh no. This isn't in a waterproof housing. I hear, did you check on the anchor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because it's, I hear something. I don't know if it's the chain.
It's the chain anchor.
Okay.
Ah! Well, now, the reason we had to run back, even though everything probably would have been okay, we didn't close our hatches though, was that I knew that I had stern tied the boat and my phone was here for my nav station. So I knew that the water was going to blow in sideways like it was, and I'm glad we came back. We made it back just in time. It looks like it's actually going to pass, Not too bad, but I think it's going to dump a little rain. So we had a little bit of beach fun, but we came home and now we're back.
Alright guys, it's another beautiful day, and today we are snorkeling to the beach. We're gonna check out the fishies, and then we're gonna get to land, and they have natural hot tubs, natural baths as they call them, on the other side. When we were here a year or so ago, they were just filled with seaweed, so fingers crossed they're not filled with seaweed and we can actually check them out this time. So
Bloopers edition. All right, so yesterday on our adventures, we found this goat horn, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make myself one of those mini Icelandic, you know, horn drinkers, and we'll just do shots out of this bad boy. I'm gonna fashion into like a cool shot glass. And so we go home, we forget all about it, and then like 3 in the morning, we just hear, and I'm like, man, we're pretty far from land to be hearing a cricket that loud. And there was a little cricket. I crawled out in the dinghy living in this horn, and when I tell you, I wanted to throw him overboard so I didn't have to hear it all night, but I just couldn't do it. So we dealt with the cricket, and now we're gonna turn him loose, and you know, we're gonna get some karma points for it.
is he not in there? Ah, there he is! See you later, cricket, Jiminy.
Be happy it was me instead of someone else, little boy. Oh yeah, it's watertight. This is gonna be a perfect shot glass.
To get to the other side, where the other beach is, where we anchored last year, you gotta go through a whole big trail. So let's hope that it doesn't take too long.
All right, so we just got to the beach and I see the shore break coming through, and I'm trying to talk Kristen into going to get her boogie board and boogie boarding this to the mist of her days. But she said she's not into it, so across the bay is where the baths are. Let's get on over there. So Kristen didn't believe me that you could eat these prickly pears. They got fruit. The cactuses. They got fruit that's kind of like a mix between like a grape and like a not really quite ripe apple. And then you can eat these and they're kind of similar to bell pepper. Not as good as bell pepper, but that's similar taste.
Oh God. I don't believe it. We made it to the natural baths, and I'm excited to say there's no seaweed this time.
No sarcasm.
It looks awesome, and I hope it's not too cold. Let's get in.
It's supposed to be warm.
All right, guys, it's hard to walk in this because it's full of rocks, but I'm gonna try to get to swim here. Ooh. Oh, this is nice. As the last video of the year, we want to thank you all for your consistent support. It's not lost on us that because of a simple click in your view, we are able to continue such an amazing journey. This year we had one of our biggest accomplishments to date, rebuilding and repowering our boat. Such a large task that we may have underestimated at times, and wanted to give up, but finished with you all chanting us on. Next year will be the year of adventure and travel. We cannot wait to take you guys along for the ride.